Welcome to the InForum Minute, a daily rundown of top news, weather, and more for the Fargo area, powered by reporters from WDAY and The Forum. Here's today's forecast.
WDAY Storm Tracker.
Happy Monday, Fargo. Sitting on the cold and sunny side today with a little bit of a breeze to the south, highs topping out in the mid-teens with a northwest wind at 10 to 25 miles an hour and decreasing throughout the day. In the overnight hours, we'll gain more of that cloud cover and become overcast by St. Patrick's Day with a chance of some light snow coming on by with some ice mixing in potentially to the west later in the day. We'll see temperatures increasing, though, throughout the day, so while the morning time of St. Patrick's Day will be rather cold, temperatures making their way into the mid-teens by 4 p.m., and eventually seeing those low 40s by Wednesday afternoon, partly to mostly cloudy skies, and for the rest of the week, warming into the low to mid-50s for highs as we enter springtime on Friday, and keeping things relatively dry and seeing those 40s persist. This is Storm Tracker meteorologist Stefan Sundin.
Hi everyone, it is Monday, March 16th. With your InForum Minute, I'm Lisa Bedeau. Tonight, Fargo City Commissioners will discuss what comes next after Police Chief David Zabolski announced his retirement last week. The city is preparing to bring in an interim chief while beginning the search for a permanent replacement. Deputy Mayor Denise Kolpak is asking for a public discussion about the process after some commissioners questioned how the announcement was handled. She also wants a discussion about interim leadership, since the next commission meeting would be after the chief's final day. Kolpak is also asking for a preliminary timeline of the search process, including what the current commission would handle and what could wait until after the election. The commission will also consider extending Fargo's 1-cent infrastructure sales tax. The tax is set to expire at the end of 2028, and commissioners will discuss extending it for 20 more years. The issue would then go to Fargo voters on the June ballot. The tax helps pay for projects like roads, water, and sewer systems. City leaders say without it, Fargo would likely need to raise utility rates or special assessments. Commissioners will also hear an update tonight on the plan to move the city's Resource and Recovery Center. The city has raised about half the money needed, though much of the funding still needs final approval from donor boards. Winter isn't over yet. Crews worked overnight to clear snow from downtown Fargo, focusing on east-west avenues. If your car wasn't moved by 2 a.m., it may have been towed. Crews are expected to tackle north-south streets tonight with similar parking restrictions possible. Travel could be difficult if you're heading south. Parts of southeast Minnesota saw between 15 and 20 inches of snow, making travel nearly impossible in some areas. The storm also impacted flights. At Hector International Airport in Fargo, the 505 flight to Minneapolis and 610 to Atlanta were delayed, while the 715 to Minneapolis was canceled. Applications are now open for a program that helps owners of older homes in Fargo make repairs. The Neighborhood Revitalization Initiative just received a $2 million boost through a partnership between the city and Gate City Bank. The program offers low-interest loans for home repairs like garages or furnace replacements, ranging from $10,000 to $100,000. Applications are open now through October 31st on the city's website. Some people in Stanley Township are raising concerns about a proposed zoning change that could allow a new concrete plant to be built near I-29 and the Wild Rice River. A public hearing on the zoning change is set for tomorrow night at 8 at the Southern Valley Fire and Rescue Hall in Horace. The NDSU men's basketball team is headed to the NCAA tournament for the first time since 2019. The Bison will face Michigan State in the first round. The game tips off Thursday afternoon at 3 in New York and will air on TNT. And the Bison women just missed the NCAA tournament, but will play in the Women's Basketball Invitational as one of the top seeds. They'll host Chattanooga at the Shield Center on Thursday. With your InForum Minute, for WDAY TV News, I'm Lisa Bedeau.